undeads who have gone crazy. It is an asylum. Hollows can't be killed, they just get reborn. And therefore, the people who run this place, run Lordran, decided to have an asylum where they would just keep all the hollows there and just out of mind, out of sight, like that. So right now we are going to reverse our following using the humanity that we just acquired, and that makes us less dead. It makes us human to a certain extent.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess, fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first, but there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
He just told us a lot of interesting things. The chosen undead, like, we are not the first person to go on this pilgrimage, and we definitely won't be the last. And we can talk to him again, actually.
What? You want to hear more? Oh, that's all we need. Another inquisitive soul. Well, listen carefully then. One of the bells is up above in the undead church, but the lift is broken. You'll have to climb the stairs up the ruins and access the undead burg through the waterway. The other bell is back down below the undead burg, within the plague-infested Blight Town. But I'd die again before I step foot in that cesspool.
Yeah, the lift to the undead church is broken. The lift is actually over there. We can fix it later as a shortcut. There are a lot of shortcuts in this game. One beautiful thing about this game is the whole game is just one single world. There are no loading screens as far as the eye can see. They are like extremely rare and are normally disguised under cutscenes and like other random things, but you are actually playing the entire time the game is running. It's a fantastic concept. And if you're wondering why the graphics are not super awesome or something like that, it's because the whole fucking game is loading. The whole thing is right here. You can go to different areas just by turning and walking through doorways. Like, it's that awesome. So right now what he told us was there are 2 bells of awakening. If we ring them, then the fate of the undead shall be known. More on that later. Let's just talk to him again. This should be a habit of yours if you want to play this game in depth. Just keep talking to NPCs. They reveal
Bloody hell, what is it
more
now?
things.
You ask too many questions.
And they change their dialogues based on circumstances and situations. The world is entirely alive. Like, as stuff changes, as you make choices, how people will deal with you is going to change, and that is amazing to me. Keep talking to NPCs because they don't have a limited set of instructions or dialogues. You can get more options later, or if you talk to them in a certain way or a certain time, you will get to know more of cool things. There are a lot of hidden things here. I just know where they are now. So you can refer to this video right here in this section to know about all the... Oh god, I died. I wasted my first humanity. Let's just keep a death counter. That was my first death, I guess. It was pretty stupid. I was like too caught up with... Okay, so this is what happens when you die. I lost my humanity and I am now an ugly female who is undead, a zombie basically. So once you die, you just respawn at the nearest bonfire. There is no end to our suffering. There is no end to our world. We just have to live on. That is our curse, and it's not as good as it may seem. Once you die, just before you died, like 5 or 10 seconds before, you can touch your blood stain and you can revive the souls that you had. Any soft humanity. Soft humanity is the thing. You can actually walk across this. I was just too busy talking to do it properly, but yeah, that is how you can do it. Please play this with a controller. You can't do this game without a controller, to be honest. You can, but why do you want to punish yourself that much? So there are a lot of items there, but we won't be picking them up right now for a specific reason. We'll get into that when we actually have to go to that area. You can just go there and like complete it if you want. There is no order in which you should do this game. You can go in any order that you want. To pretty much like 80% of the game you can do it as you want, and things will change if you do them in a particular order. Like you get different slightly different storylines, slightly different gameplay mechanics, sort of a thing. You can get different items depending on how you choose to do the playthrough. So there is a lot of replay value to this game, a lot of it. Did I pick this up? I don't remember if I picked this up. Yeah. Okay, this is a firebomb. Let's just see if okay, I have this equipped. I don't want these equipped right now. I'll get into how the inventory screen plays out and like what the stats are and everything once we actually have items that I can demonstrate them on, so that there won't be any repetition. So this is the way I like to do it. Like you can do it in any order, but there are a lot of paths you can go down and all of them lead to somewhere. There are some optional areas, but they do have a lot of cool stuff, and you won't regret that they were in fact just optional areas. Ooh, ouch. Parry. Please. Parry. No. Okay, almost died there. The timing on this parrying thing is a little weird because every enemy have their own movesets, and this game wasn't really optimized for PC. It's actually quite bad to play it on the PC, but like I just like PCs. Also, every shield, every equipment, every thing has a different timing. Like you can't just use the same technique over and over again and win. Like it's a very unique and interesting game. Picking this up. These are souls. These are soul items. You can. It would be your best bet not to use them early on, before you know what you wanna do. Like, okay, that guy is throwing fire bombs, something that we picked up just now, and this guy has a huge axe. Let's just get away from the place where we can't throw fireballs at us. Attack. Attack. Okay, that's parry and riposte. Every enemy has... Okay, and what you just saw there, while you're doing critical hits or certain moves, you are immune to damage. You don't take damage. Like, that's an interesting thing. That's a very smart way to play, because characters who normally focus on parrying and stuff like that normally have low HP, and unless those invincibility frames are there, they would die extremely easily. There is an item on that ledge there. I'll try to get it right now itself. It's quite tricky to get to. Oh. Yeah, there are alternate ways you can reach here, but I think for me this was the easiest way to get here. That was our first ring, a rare ring of a regular ring of sacrifice. If you die, you can still keep your souls. Yeah. Okay. There is no dedicated jump button. You just have to press sprint and tap sprint. These are a varied set of enemies we fought there. I know there is an item there. I'll get to it now. Yeah, you can use this area to practice whatever character you want to build, let it be sorceries, miracles, bow and arrow, like whatever you want. Like this is an excellent area to practice because all of them pretty much have different timings, and yeah, I didn't suck this time. And this is an excellent area to farm your souls because it's right next to a bonfire. You can retrieve them very easily. Just farm quite a lot in this area if you can. I might skip the recording of me just farming through this area quite a bit initially because, well, why do you want to look at that? So yeah, there is a really cool move he does, like you can parry him while he's jumping, and that is fantastic. Like it looks amazing. Let me see if I can trigger him jumping. Okay, he does. That's not working out right now. He fell. Let's do a plunging attack. That didn't work. And this is an excellent area just to practice. Ouch. This game is really hard. Like this is very hard. This is the Prepare to Die edition, and that title is completely justified. You die so many times in this. Oh, he was doing a double hit. I staggered him. Okay, so you can stop enemy attacks if you stagger them. That is, if you break their poise. These words may not mean anything right now because I haven't explained them properly, but yeah, another soul item, and there is a rat in here. These rats hate humans. This guy you see here, this rat killed him. That was his soul. And why did the rat kill him? Because rats, like many other monsters in this game, want humanity. Monsters get stronger with humanity. How did I miss you? Yeah, another interesting fact about this game is that enemies give you the same souls regardless of how leveled up you are. That doesn't scale based on your level. This is how you level up. Right now I'm going to build a complete dex character, so all of my points are going into dex, and each point I spend increases my level, and each level I gain increases the cost at which I can gain the next level. So I just put a lot of points into dexterity, and that is not going to help me in any way right now unless I get the proper gear I want, which is going to take some time, but it's a very well thought out long-term strategy. So this is how you use items basically. Soul of a lost undead. This person went hollow and lost his souls. They just were on his corpse. You can use them to gain the souls that this poor fellow lost, and we can use them. Oops, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I don't have the network. This is basically you press the start button to get this menu. You can view your status and stats here, and I'll give you an idea about what all of these stats are. This is our level. This is the souls that we have right now. Vitality is health. Attunement gives you magical slots you can equip spells with. Endurance is basically equipment load, and stamina will be requiring a lot of stamina, not much of equipment load, but that's why we need this stat. Then we have strength for wielding powerful weapons and boosting weapon attacks. We have dexterity for weapons that are not as powerful as strength weapons, but interesting weapons nonetheless. Resistance is resistance to different things, but this is a useless stat and you should never level it. Intelligence is basically for sorceries and magic and stuff like that. Faith is for miracles, what the priest casts. This is for the sorcerer or mage class. This is for the priest class. And humanity, how much humanity we have right now. Soft humanity. This is the hard humanity. Yeah, this is the hard humanity, and on the left hand side top corner in the circle, that's the soft humanity. So we have this ring here, a ring of sacrifice. It was created by the right of Velka, another interesting character we'll get to learn about later, the goddess of sin. We don't lose anything upon death, but the ring breaks. This is what we're wearing right now. This is the waistcloth that we have on, and this gives us physical defense, striking defense, slashing defense. There are slash weapons, there are strike weapons, and there are thrust weapons. Then we have magical defense, physical defense, and fire defense and lightning defense. And poise, bleed, poison, and curse. Bleed, poison, and curse are different status effects. We'll get into that later. Poise is basically how much stat would it require to stagger you, to interrupt your animations, or to drain your stamina very quickly. Every item has a durability. You can fix them at a blacksmith or at a bonfire later. And this is the weight. Weight matters because if we go here, right now our equipment load is 4.5 out of 51. If you have heavier equipment, see how I can run faster and it drains like stamina slowly, and I can like jump very quickly. If I have a lot of equipment, I won't be able to do that quickly. So this is an area here. This is the firekeeper. She cannot speak at all right now, but she is the person who is kindling or like keeping this bonfire alive. This is a parallel universe. Don't try to relate things in Dark Souls with real world, because it's not actually like the real world in any way. Almost got that. Every shield and everything that you can equip has a different time, like different parry time. That was a fireball. And that was a backstab. Critical hit. Yeah, so see, this is the parry time of this shield. If I just take it off and if I try to parry with my hand, see, that's my